Okay, so I actually found this flight simulator online. It's called GeoFS.com, and this is at least the part I'm playing, a free flight simulator, and I am actually flying my airplane right now with my mouse, and we play it in the browser, to be specific in Google Chrome on my Apple Mac. And I want to show you a little bit about this. So we can change the aircraft. So these are all the aircrafts which are available in the game, at least in the free version. Let's just change the aircraft. And now we have an Airbus, for instance. So you see, with the toggle wheel on the mouse or the scroll wheel, you can actually change the view, and then if you drag your mouse, you can actually also change the view. And then with the mouse, you see you can go left to right and up and down. And now we can also change the location. Let's just say we want to go to France. Then you see there is a menu where we can fly over the French Alps. Then you can change the camera view. Let's just say we go to the cockpit camera. And it's maybe not the best view. Now we have the cockpit camera. Apparently it takes a while to change the view, and it's pretty hard to fly with a mouse, but you get the point. And then we can also have what's called a free camera. I'm actually not really sure what that means, but I guess the free camera is not so good for our use. Let's go to fixed camera. And I don't want to crash the plane, of course, so let's just adjust the plane, go up, and let's change the location. So you can also, let's say, Grand Canyon, for instance. So you see that all works pretty instantly. There is one crazy thing in here. Let's just go to the aircraft, and actually you can also fly a Citroën de chez vous. And let's just see what happens here. We are sinking because that de chez vous from Citroën, of course, cannot fly. So that's a little bit odd. It actually does also not steer, so I guess that's just a fun part in that game. And now the Eagle has landed, and now you see our tiny Citroën is just tumbling down the mountain. This Citroën was never sold here in the US, but when I grew up and lived in Europe as a kid, especially these de chez vous, or as they were called in German, the Duck, the Ente. These cars were pretty popular. To my knowledge, I just drove once in a de chez vous, in a 2CV Citroën. You never want to have a crash in that car, but the car was famous for its hydraulic suspension. So the car had a wobbly drive, but you could never actually flip over that car because of that suspension it had. Now let's see if we can actually drive that car. Well, at least the wheels are working. Unfortunately, we can't drive the car. Okay, but then we have an air balloon, so let's change the location. Where do we want to go? Natural landscapes, Isle of Skye, Scotland, sounds good to me. Now you see we have a hot air balloon. I am not sure how we could actually navigate that hot air balloon. And as I said, I'm playing the game with a mouse, which is maybe not the best idea. But you see in the controls, you could either choose keyboard, mouse, or joystick. You can change the graphic levels, but then I guess you have to subscribe to the game or even pay for it. I do not know. I just discovered that game and thought I am sharing that with you. And here we have a paraglider. Now the steering for the paraglider works fine. And let's just see how it looks from the other side. So it gives you really kind of a good selection of airplanes. Let's change the landmarks. What do Eiffel Tower, Paris. Oh, that's pretty cool. I am not sure if you are allowed on a paraglider to fly over Paris. I highly doubt it. There we have the Eiffel Tower. And we can navigate with a mouse pretty good. Let's just see there is also a helicopter, a chopper in there, and oops, no good at all. So I am crashing that helicopter. That's not good. And maybe we can save it with this airplane here. And now let's see. It's pretty hard to manage the controls with the mouse to be fair and square, and okay, that was not good. Let's just, before we end, change the location. Statue of Liberty, USA. And what else do we have? Well, we have actually a water airplane, so that's maybe better in our scenario. Actually, let's see if, I guess that's water down here, if we could actually land that airplane. Again, I want to remind you that we are playing just with the mouse, but it appears that, okay, we almost landed in the water, but the water animation is maybe not the best. I wonder actually where we would see the Statue of Liberty. I guess maybe this island here, or if we are able actually to see the skyline of New York City. Well, we do not. Let's just go to that location again. Statue of Liberty. Oh, there she is, and now we have a better view. Let's do a final change of aircraft. So you see, you could even have an F-16 Falcon jet. Pretty nice. Of course, we are way faster now. I wonder in the background it reads FOO or Foo. Not sure what that means. Maybe that's where the band Foo Fighters is located right now. I am just joking. And as you see, we can change the locations really kind of instantly. Then it takes a little bit of loading time. That airplane is maybe not so good to be. Oh, that's cool. We have a Concorde, a French and British airplane. Not sure if this is flying under the flags of Great Britain or France. And so you have the Concorde here. I wonder actually how the cockpit looked like. Let's just, I hope we do not crash it before. So, okay, that's the cockpit of the Concorde from the inside. Now you see the cockpit controls. Pretty nice. Let's change the camera again. Going to the chase cam. And you should really play that maybe on with a joystick and not as I do with keyboard and mouse. Anyways, that was GeoFS.com, a free flight simulator you can actually play in your browser